Ameera Al-Taweel, from ordinary girl to one of the most powerful women in the world. The Kingdom of Saudi Arabia is known for its wealth and conservative culture. This country practices a strict form of Islam, called Wahhabism. According to this movement, women must dress modestly and they must obey their guardians, fathers, brothers, husbands or uncles. When we talk about Saudi women, we usually imagine a quiet, silent woman covered from head to toe with a black veil. But not all of them look like this. Ameera Al-Taweel has never worn a hijab. She loves bright, fashionable outfits, public life, and she openly expresses her opinion. All because she grew up in an intelligent, progressive family. She was born in 1983 in Riyadh, the capital of Saudi Arabia. She was raised by her divorced mother and her grandparents. Her story starts like a Disney script. At age 18 she accidentally met Saudi Prince Al-Walid bin Talal, when she got an interview for a school paper. They fell in love to each other, and 9 months later they wed. It all sounds like a Cinderella tale. Ordinary girl became a member of Saudi Arabia's royal family and a wife one of the richest men in the world. Forbes claimed that his wealth was estimated more than $18 billion. Al-Walid owns 3 palaces. His primary home is Large Kingdom Palace in central Riyadh. According to Time magazine, this sand-colored mansion has 317 rooms. There are 1,500 tons of Italian marble, silk oriental carpets, gold-plated faucets and 250 TVs. It has 4 kitchens, for Arabic, continental and Asian cuisines. And a 5th just for dishing up desserts, run by chefs who can feed 2,000 people on an hour's notice. Kingdom Resorts in central Riyadh also has large gardens with 3 lakes. Ameera had never dreamed to be a princess. In childhood she wanted to be a doctor and help people. But she became a real princess and settled in an incredible luxurious palace. Her life could be like a fairy tale. She could sit in a golden cage all day long and do nothing. But she couldn't have an aimless life. Ameera graduated University of New Haven, King's College London, and became a vocal advocate for women's civil rights, including the right to drive, inherit equally, and retain custody of children after divorce. In 2012 she was included in the list of 100 most powerful women in the world. She often gave interviews to international media, and sometimes her speeches were too brave. In the West, everyone was delighted with her speeches, but in Saudi Arabia, many did not like her courage. Prince Khalid warned his brother and her husband Prince Al-Walid to control Ameera's media appearances, or next time they would be punished without prior warning. It was one of the reasons why the relationship between husband and wife became worse. Another reason why it was difficult for the couple to get along together was probably too big difference in age. When they met, Ameera was only 18 years old. She was a teenager, very young girl. But her husband was 46. Prince looked like her father. He had been married and divorced 3 times. His 2 children, Prince Khalid and Princess Reem, were older than his young 4th wife. Probably with such a difference in age it was difficult for them to understand each other. That's why after about 6 years of marriage they divorced in 2014. The couple did not have common children, so the separation was easy. Ameera Al-Taweel continued to protect women's rights. She helps Saudi women to get access to equal inheritance, and custody of their children after getting divorced. Ameera is not a princess anymore, but she is still a philanthropist and humanitarian activist. 5 years later, after divorce, former princess married Emirati billionaire Khalifa bin Butti al-Mahari. Their private wedding was in 2018 in Paris. At that moment she was 35, he was 39. The celebration was also attended by a number of dignitaries. One of them was Oprah Winfrey. Ameera's new husband is both an entrepreneur and a billionaire. Khalifa is the chairman of the KBO Group, a company engaged in investment, foreign exchange, and retail. Reported by Forbes, Khalifa's wealth reaches $1.5 billion. This man is the largest shareholder of NMC Healthcare, a healthcare company in the United Arab Emirates. Nearly a year after wedding, the couple told about their first child. Parents named their son Zayed. Family lives in the French residence, which is located approximately 30 miles outside of Paris. Their son is 3 years old now. Ameera is still trusted to serve as deputy director at the Al-Walid bin Talal Foundation, a donor agency that poured millions of dollars for social activities. Former princess has become a symbol of change for Saudi women. On one occasion in New York City, she said that the new generation of Saudi women not only want to be allowed to drive, they also want to make a full contribution to their country.